Hi, this week's video is about getting ready for your midterm presentation. And let's just look where we are. So you are in October and this is the 12th. You don't have school on the 16th, which is this Friday, and you don't have school on the 19th. And then you do have presentations beginning on the 20th. And these should be either scheduled by your teacher in advance or just drawn out of the hat. So everybody needs to be ready on the 20th. It's not, I'm pushing mine off till the 22nd. You need to be ready to present on the 20th. So don't tell your teacher you're doing it on this 22nd because that's not your choice. That is theirs. Okay, so make sure you're ready to go. So we've got about 4 days this week, and I want you to prepare to spend about 2 days getting your presentation ready, and really 2 days you should still be working. So you don't need the whole week to get that presentation ready. These do not have to be super polished. They don't have to be perfect. You honestly, if you did a good job of your first presentation on your slides, you could almost use the exact same slides again and just add some things to them. So we're going to go over what needs to be on there. This is on the web page. You can find this by scrolling down on the home page, and it says what to include. You should remind everybody about your big idea and give a little introduction to your project. That shouldn't take that long. You should quickly go over your detailed questions. Shouldn't take that long, but you should say, if you already know the answer to one of yours, say, I've learned this so far about this detailed question. If you still have stuff to learn about it, explain what you still need to find out when it comes to your detailed questions. Then you need to, again, hit your benchmarks. You should have already met one. You'll talk about how you met that first benchmark. You'll talk about what you need to do to make sure you have your next benchmarks accomplished. You'll talk about if you had to change your benchmarks and why. You'll talk about any other deadlines that you have in your timeline for your project that you need to share. Okay? You will talk about your competencies. You should go over each one. You don't have to list exactly what the competency says, but you do have to show how you are meeting every competency. So you could say, I'm meeting visual arts competency number 1 by doing whatever it is that you're doing to meet that. And then you should talk about whether you have accomplished that so far, or whether you still need to accomplish that, or if you're partway accomplished with that. And then you should show evidence of what you're doing. This is where the evidence comes in. So if you've met that competency with visual arts number 1, and I know that has to do with generating and refining ideas, you would show your sketches you made of your logo. Maybe that's how you were meeting number 1. You would show how you drew it out on paper or came up with a design or sketched something out, and you would show a picture of that, or you would hold up the actual sketch itself and show that. If it's something about research, you would show some of your research. Okay, whatever it is, all your competencies, you're going to show evidence. So this is where the bulk of your presentation is going to be. It needs to be 5 minutes. I would predict at least 3 of the 5 minutes are right here in this part here. This is how you show that you're getting stuff done. Then you'll talk about your mentor. You'll remind people who your mentor is. You'll talk about your relationship. Is it going well? And if it's not going well, why is it not going well? And if it is going well, why is it going well? And talk about, if it's not going well, what adjustments do you need to make sure it starts going well? Not just, well, my mentor never replies to me. Okay, so if that's the truth, then what are you going to do about it to fix that problem? Okay, that's the kind of thing we need to talk about. Then a lot of you forgot this on your original presentation. Give a conclusion, summarize up what's happening so far, show your enthusiasm for it, and go from there. Remember, the quality of your speech is not nearly so important as what it is you're saying. This is not about the presentation. This is about your advisor hearing you say, here's what I've accomplished so far, and here's what I still have yet to do. By doing that, you're showing your advisor what you've been working on, what you still need to work on. You're showing them that you have a really good grasp of what's happening in your project and what isn't happening in your project. You're showing that you recognize that adjustments need to be made and you're making them. That's what this presentation is about. Your final presentation is the one that needs to be really polished, really well done, really clean. This is more just an update on what's going on with your project. Okay. Here are your grading expectations. Read through those. Basically, an excellent is an A, professional is a B, proficient is a C, and so on. Okay. That kind of gives you a really good idea. If you have questions on your presentations, let me know. We are going to record these. I do really not want you to sit in front of the computer like I am now and do screencast-o-matic. I want you to start getting used to standing up and giving your presentation. So it would probably be better if these were recorded on phones this time, but we would like to make sure that everybody has some recordings so we can use them for the teachers to help us learn too as well. Okay, and also so we have them for the websites and things like that too. So make sure you get this recorded. Good luck with those. If you have questions on your midterm presentations, talk to your advisor or send me an email and let me know. Okay? Hope all goes well. Keep up the good work.